Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ivo Kusmawardani and I will be presenting journal review, design and evaluation of the floating oral in situ gelling system of levofloxacin hemihydrate to dysphagia patient. First, we will move into introduction section. So, levofloxacin is an antibiotic belonging to the fluoroquinine class that's often prescribed as a part of second-line therapy after first-line treatment fails in the management of peptic ulcer disease caused by Helicobacter pylori. Helicobacter pylori is a bacterium that colonizes the human stomach, making its eradication challenging and requiring the maintenance of high antibiotic concentration in the gastric mucosa over the prolonged period. Next, the formulation of levofloxacin is commonly available in tablet and injectable dosage form. However, tablet formulation poses difficulties for certain patient groups, and injectable formulation may also cause pain. This discomfort can negatively affect patient adherence, potentially increasing the rise of antibiotic resistance. A floating system is an oral drug delivery system that designed to prolong gastric residence time, thereby enhancing the release of the active substance in the stomach. In the delivery of levofloxacin hemihydrate, this system optimized antibacterial efficacy by ensuring prolonged exposure to bacteria present in the gastrointestinal tract. As stated in the title, levofloxacin was formulated in the form of an oral liquid in situ gel. In situ gel systems are initially in liquid form, possess rheological properties that facilitate easy spreading and undergo chelation upon contact with absorption site. This system optimized the efficiency of levofloxacin hemihydrate in eradicating bacteria in the gastrointestinal tract by forming a gel at the site of administration through a reversible sol-gel transition in response to change the temperature, pH, and ionic composition, thereby preventing rapid drug clearance. We also need to understand the advantage of this dosage form, which include ease of administration, reduced dosing frequency, improved patient adherence, and enhanced patient comfort. And this study aimed to develop an oral liquid in situ floating gel system for levofloxacin hemihydrate. The materials that used in this study is levofloxacin hemihydrate, sodium alginate, sodium citrate, HPMC K100, calcium carbonate, methylparaben, deionized water, hydrochloric acid, and other chemical reagents. And the first method is preparation. The target potency of the formula was set at 10 mg per milli of levofloxacin hemihydrate per 1 milli. The formula was designed by using simplex lattice mixture design generated by design expert 10 software. The next method is evaluation of physical appearance and pH. All formulations were evaluated for color through visual inspection. The pH formulation was measured at room temperature in triplicate pH meter. And these are the compositions of each ingredient. We conducted in vitro floating tests, in vitro gelation studies, viscosity measurement, in vitro drug release studies, formula optimization, and modeling of drug release kinetics of the optimum formulation. And this is the table that presents the results of each parameter, and I will explain them one by one. First, we will discuss the physical appearance. From the table, the pH values obtained range from 7.78 to 7.83, and this indicating that the formulations maintain their liquid state. This stability is attributed to sodium alginate's high stability within a pH range of 4 until 10. And based on the analysis, the pH values indicated that variations in the concentrations of both polymers had an insignificant influence on the pH of the formulation. Next, in the in vitro floating study, the lag time was found to range from 17 to 80 seconds, and the floating duration was 24 hours. The study revealed that variations in the concentration of both polymers had an insignificant effect on the floating performance. HPMC and sodium alginate hydrate in the gastric fluid to form a gel layer that enables the formulation to float. Calcium carbonates generates carbon dioxide upon reacting with gastric acid, and the gas is trapped within the cross-linked gel matrix, reducing density and providing floating ability. The floating behavior supports sustained drug release over an extended period. In the in vitro gelation study, the divalent ions in sodium alginate interact with sodium citrate and then broke down in the acidic environment of the stomach and releasing free divalent calcium ions. And these ions are trapped by the sodium alginate polymer chains and facilitating cross-linking and forming a stable gel matrix structure. The results showing that triple signs indicate instant dilation that's maintained over a longer period time. The viscosity results of the formulations range from 20.25 to 89.88 cp. The concentration variance of HPMC and sodium alginate significantly influence the viscosity of the formulation. An increase in polymer concentration results in higher viscosity, with sodium alginate having the most dominant effect. These results suggest that higher polymer concentration bring the polymer chains closer together, leading to increased interaction and the formation of a denser network structure. The result in the in vitro drug release range from 80.69% to 96.51%. This indicates that variations in polymer concentration did not significantly influence in the in vitro drug release. All in situ gel formulations exhibit a significant burst release within the first hour, and this can be happen when the immediate dissolution of levofloxacin hemihydrate present on the gel surface upon contact with the dissolution medium. Next, we will discuss the optimization of the formula results. The optimization process was conducted by setting criteria for each response parameter and generating desirability plots. The predicted optimum formula yielded a desirability value of 0.907. And from this chart, it can be seen that the optimal formulation consisted of 0.122% of HPMC and 0.378% of sodium alginate. Verification experiments were carried out to validate the predicted procedure. The results indicate that the physical properties of the experimental formulation, particularly the viscosity parameter, were not significantly different from the software prediction. Next, the results of the drug release kinetics of optimum formula can be seen in the table and the photos. The release profile followed the Korsmeyer-Peppas model as indicated by the highest R-square value and the lowest AIC among the evaluated model. In addition, the Korsmeyer-Peppas model is release exponent for the optimized formulation was found to be less than 0.5, indicating a Vickian diffusion mechanism. In a Vickian diffusion mechanism, when n is 0.5, drug release is primarily governed by diffusion, where the rate of solvent transport significantly exceeds the relaxation of the polymeric change. The rapid absorption equilibrium on the exposed surface of the polymer system results in time-dependent links. In the picture below the table, we can see that the drug release mechanism was best described by a two-compartment model. Compartment 1 represents the drug released in situ gel, while the compartment 2 represents the dissolution medium. An initial burst release occurred due to the uniform distribution of the drug in the gel matrix, followed by the drug release as the gel formed upon contact with the medium. From this study, we can conclude that all formulations show instant gelation lasting more than 24 hours. The optimal formulation contains 0.122% of HPMC and 0.378% of sodium alginate. HPMC and sodium alginate concentration significantly affected viscosity. Drug release followed the Korsmeyer-Peppas model and was best described by a two-compartment model. The formulation achieved 86% drug release within 6 hours, and the last one is the system shows potential to improve sustained drug delivery and patient compliance. And the recommendation for future research maybe the next researchers can conducting in vivo evaluation and in vitro in vivo correlation studies, assessing patient acceptability, performing long-term stability studies, further optimizing the polymer composition, and exploring the application of this formulation to other gastric targeted drugs. Thank you for your attention. I apologize for any mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.